If my life is dark, what can change the situation? If I'm feeling pain, what can change the situation? If I'm feeling sad, what can change the situation? If I am regretting something in the past, what can change the situation? Now, I don't think it's the opposite. I think it's the graduation. I think it's the level of awareness, presence, the absence of trying to be right. Let me stop here. Would you like to know when you're going to die? Or you prefer to live your life as happy, as complete as you can? This is exactly what defines what I was trying to say. When we lose the focus on the effort and we just shift to the outcome, we lose the game. We wipe out the light of life. So if there is dark, I have to go close to the dark. I have to become the one that chooses to go towards the light. You see the difference? I don't cross my arms and I wait for light to come. I move towards it. We go to bed. We are moving towards the next day. So it's not the opposite, it's a graduation. Now, the awareness will define itself by the choices we make. So if I'm choosing to love you above anything else, the result is different. Because I am focused on the effort of loving you, I am not waiting for the outcome. So I'll be always loving. In relationships, we have been programmed by accepting it and not choosing to examine and relinquish it. That a relationship works when both of them are taken from each other. Wow, what a perception. Now imagine if you have a flower and you are waiting for the flower to shine, to bright. I'm not going to give you water. I'm not going to touch you until you show me how beautiful you are as a flower. And the flower dies. Or it doesn't die. It transforms and changes its form. Now you are sad. Now you are regretting. Now you are judging yourself and punishing yourself. And you are saying, I should have done this. You are trying to change something that's already happened and is in front of you as a gift, as a lesson, to know that there is abundance and more flowers waiting for you to have a new approach. Now, nobody has taught you, nobody has shown you, because the environment we find ourselves are crucial. When you have a teacher, when you have a reference, when you have someone that smells, he doesn't even have to talk. He's smelling, she's smelling that she comes from light, that she comes from truth. That's your reference. Now, this is not personal. This is an energy. This is the light that shows through that person. So, when someone is your teacher or your reference, the merit is not on the teacher. The merit is the gift of the universe to show and reflect itself through that person. So when we put ourselves under the sun, we feel the heat. And when someone comes and touches your skin, you say, wow, hot. Now, the merit is not you. You are reflecting the heat of the sun. That's exactly what happens in this field. So this soul that is speaking to you has no merit at all. By choice, by grace, by choosing what supports and lifts you, by choosing to go towards light and refusing any negative distraction. Because when I have a position, I bring myself to the corner. I take myself out of the road, the path and the avenue that is going to you, to the universe, the divinity in you. We create an obstruction when we have a perception, because the perception comes from the mind. The intuition comes from the heart. So the mind will think from its conclusions, and the heart will know from its essence. That's why sometimes you will say, I just knew it, Ralph. It's the heart. It's straight. It's accurate. Now, the mind, I thought I was doubting. Why? Because it is not real. So when you feel pain in your life, we can choose to see it as a punishment from guilt. We deserve it because we did this choice and it was wrong. Or we can choose to extract the source and the message of it. This is not about being a good person. This is not about having likes. In fact, I'm not here for you to like me. I'm here for you to extract the source, to see yourself through me, and to understand that you have the choice to go towards light. I'm here to give you love without even knowing your name. Why? Because that's my essence. I've been created from love. There is a difference between my brother and I, 14 years. My mom, I don't even know what she was feeling. But I guess she just stopped believing that she could have more than one child. And when I was there, she said yes to me. She gave me life. Without love, I wouldn't be here in front of this camera. Without the grace of the universe, I wouldn't be here spelling this. Without the openness of life to give me opportunities in the form of books, teachers, experiences, I wouldn't be here. So sometimes we ignore that there are resources waiting to give us. We have been given a life without asking. We come from something that's been given to us, and our nature is given. That's how you feel when you buy a present for someone without waiting for something in return. You just want to see the smile. You just want to see the feeling. You just want to be part of that person at that moment. That is your essence. So now, are you generous with you? Are you willing to give yourself a try? What's the point of dying without living? What's the point? If I am dead, I am on the bed. I would love to say, before I came to this point, I was living, expressing myself in a world of matter, expressing myself as life. Now, by the law of the universe, I have to drop the body. It is programmed. When you go to the supermarket and you see the product, you have a date to consume it. When that day is passed, the food transforms and changes its form, but the energy of the food is still there. Now you throw it to the bin and it goes to the earth again. So nothing is wasted in this universe. if we don't want. We recycle. I'm Spanish. It's like we reuse when you, for example, you use something and when you finish, you throw it in the bin so it can be used again. We follow the cycle. So that's what I mean. We can recycle. That's it. Thank the universe for spelling it. We can recycle all the time this journey. So awareness means, let me just be humble to understand that knowing about something, hearing about something is not being it. Being it is my destiny. So I want to be love. I don't want to hear about love. I don't want Ralph to tell me the story of love, what he's feeling. I want to become love. I will take from Ralph, from this video, I will take the message that I am love. Now I have to uncover what is on top. I have to see if I am in the dark. And I want to move towards light because I want light. I'm choosing light. Now it's fine. If you want to be in the dark, the pain, in the sofa, let me point something here that is very common. I have lived in 5 countries. Okay? Now, by grace, with gratitude, with humility, I have seen something in common. And you will say, Ralph, you have been in Nigeria, you have been in Guinea, then you raised up in Europe. What is the common thing that you have seen in 2 different continents? People are struggling in silence. People are choosing to deny the fact that they are suffering, that they need support, that they need love to flow in their lives, that they are waiting for the light to come to them instead of knowing that they have the light. They are waiting to receive love from someone when they know that giving themselves love will attract people that they want love to them. So it's not about white, black culture. Souls are struggling. Why? Because there is some factors here. The first one is, if you are a child and I teach you that the right way to cross the street is when you see the yellow light. As a child, when you see the yellow light, you will try to cross because you believe me, you trust me. When someone comes and says, listen, I know that is your father, your family, but when you want to cross, follow the green light because yellow, an accident can happen and it's bad. It's wrong. If the kid trusts you, guess what? It will follow the green light. Now, you come as a father, you say, listen, your reference is red. And if you don't believe in this, you will be punished. The child again, it gives the credibility. So because we cannot evaluate as childs, we have been programmed. And we accept the program from innocence, from trust. First factor. Second, once you are adult, you are in your comfort zone to repeat the food that you have been eating. When I talk about food, let's see this as information that you were digesting. The intake of the energy that you have been taking. School, doctrine, friends, culture. Now you choose. This comes ignorant, not to examine it, not to question it, not to say, hold on 1 second. I raised up in Spain. We drive on the right. So if I go to a motorway, a roundabout, instantly I'll go to the right. Now I'm living in the UK. If I go to a roundabout and I go to the right, The police will say, hold on 1 second. Sorry, I did this because I'm Spanish. Guess what? That's not valuable, sir. We have rules. You have signals. You just have to watch the rest of the cars. So you can't be penalized by this. Why? Because your ignorance, not willing to understand the rules, can be detrimental for another lives. So we pay the price of being ignorant. Ignorant is by choice, by denial, by negligence of the adult, of not stepping out of the comfort zone to observe, to explore. It's my responsibility to own my life, to own my feelings. If I hate you, I am the owner of that energy. If I have the responsibility for that, it's a win-win. Because now from choice, I will understand that if I'm still feeling hate towards you, or revenge or resentment, I'm choosing it. So I can get rid of it by choice. That's the second factor that keeps people out of their light, out of their love, out of their destiny. And the third and the biggest one, which it doesn't matter what point you are in this spaceless of life, it doesn't matter. This is very visible. And this is what we know as the ego. The ego is again another program that comes from the TV. I was in Nigeria and my dad, I never know what was his job. I do remember that he had kind of a nice and a reliable source of job. He had a good job. Now I was in Spain one day and he texted me and he said, and I saw a picture of a Tesla, a car. Let's go back to 6 years ago. And I see the picture and I said, Dad, what's this? He said, this is the car I wish for you. You will have this car, don't worry. You'll be a gentleman. I wish you all the best. So my dad was already promoting me that my value, my worth will be visible if I have that car. Now, I didn't raise up with my father. I was adopted. I always, from when I was a child, I was always close to my mom. And one of the values, one of the gifts that I received from my mom was how to understand that the value is the meaning for any one of us. So my dad, he values money. So the meaning is a Tesla, is a product, is a material. But we live in a world where we promote our values to others. So I am not attached to money, for example. I enjoy the wholeness of life. So don't get me wrong. I don't disrespect money, but it's not the end of the world for me. I see money as a gift. When money comes to me, I'm grateful. That's it. So I could see that in many TVs, media programs, they promote you to have and to achieve things. Even me as a coach, I am not a coach, I serve as a coach. That's my destiny in this universe. I refuse to coach you to achieve something. Why? Because for me, it's still on the surface. I am feeding the ego. What happens if I'm coaching you to achieve something and when you have it, you still feel empty? Why? Because there is lack of meaning. That's the fourth influence of why people are struggling. When there is absence of meaning, suicide is easy, depression is easy, feeling low and pain is easy because there is no meaning. So I've seen this in Spain, I've seen this in Italy, I've seen this in Nigeria, I've seen this in Guinea, and I've seen this in the UK. Now, who am I to judge? Who am I to point? Because when you point, 3 fingers are pointing you. Now, when you choose love, compassion comes to say, hold on 1 second. I am product of this. I am you right now. So I'm not understanding your suffer. I have not heard about your suffer. I have been it. The knowingness of being it is different. So when you become love, you know. And the universe as a giving source will provide you the steps and the routes to take for you to stay on track and reproducing love. Because love is exponential. Any simple fact of love is effective. Think about someone you love. Give yourself something that you love and see the effect. Now, not what you like. Let's make a small short stop here. Liking is different because it might change or not. It might come from the ego. Loving is stable, is infinite. So it's in you. Now to conclude this video, the intention is you have the divine source in you. You have the light in you. The only thing is that we are far from it. Let's see if it comes from innocence because we are always the child. If we are being told something, we will trust it without analyzing it. That's the nature. That's why compassion is effective. Okay? If you tell me go and kiss that woman because she needs a kiss to survive, I will go and kiss the woman. Now, the result is as I'm trying to kiss the woman, the husband is there. I tell the husband, sorry, I've been told that your wife was dying. Problem. Innocence. I trust what you said. So many stages in your life, you don't need to punish yourself. It might come from the ignorance. Because there is no awareness, you are unaware, your choice is detrimental, is a negligent, is an abstraction from the reality. So your choice is disruptive. You don't need to punish yourself. Ignorance comes because we deny. You see, I am a coach. Sorry, I serve as a coach again. I don't like to use I am because what I am is the same as you. And I don't chase clients. I don't need to go and tell you you need a coaching. I speak to people. I suggest them if they want to dive deep, if they want to take a different journey. Guess what? I'm okay. I'm fine. We are denying the fact that you need support. Why? Because humility is seen as weakness. Humility is wisdom. If I have to invest in something, I will invest in love. Pure love. How can I detect pure love? When it's pure, when it's genuine, when it's clear, when I'm not expecting the results. I'm not trying to control and to design the result. That's the main suffer of a lot of adults. When we want to date someone, in fact, I am in pages like Hinge, Bumble, and it's all expectations. How do you pretend to connect with someone? It's all expectations. You are unconsciously trying to control that person. There is no flow. Are you willing to give presence? Are you willing to bring to the table love because you love loving? Are you generous with yourself? So I feel very safe behind, the screen. Let's try to know each other here before. What kind of connection can I have with you through the screen? If there is no willingness to connect, because I'm using Facebook right now, YouTube right now. I can connect to you, it's true. But if it's you, if you are coming close to me, I'm going to you, we become a one. The more I can make it smooth and nice and the communication is clear, the closer you will come to me and we'll become one. So we will both know, we will transcend understanding. So see the elements that are eclipsing your present, analyze what is stopping your growth as a spirit, as a divine energy. Love yourself today without outcome. Just give yourself a good moment, a nice walk, kiss your animals, hug your loved ones, have a glass of anything you like, cook good food, broke the rules, broke the chain, question what is happening. Okay? In Spain, we have to eat at 2 o'clock. Now, if I come to the UK and impose that time, guess what? People are free to eat when they're hungry. There's no rules. People eat at 1, at 12, someone fast, someone. That's your freedom. You don't have to stick to pain. You can choose to be free from it. Let me just send you love to your heart. I don't care what is your name. I don't care what you are going through right now. I care that you care. And I care that this message would come to your heart as what you are. And I don't care about negativities. I care about what supports life. You can support life. I send you love. Love is free. Receive it, taste it, use it, welcome it. Allow yourself to experience love. Move towards the light with humility. People we deny the fact. We have the pride. No, I can do it by myself. My mom had to clean me when I was, throwing out when I was doing the natural things. My mom had to teach me. My mom had to feed me. My teacher had to teach me. The boss takes me to the school. The police makes me safe. The nurse, the doctor. What am I doing by myself? Where am I going with pride? Pride of what? Now I should be pride. I am a coach. Someone had to teach me. Life had to show me. Universe had to sustain me. The UK has opened me the door, the opportunity to speak my language again. I stopped to speak Spanish. I didn't know how to speak English again. And I was born in Nigeria. Now I can spell it again. So should I be proud or should I be grateful for it? That is the difference. So we exchange the pride of the ego saying, you know what? I had a Tesla as my dad wanted. I'm not attracted to Tesla. I'm attracted to different things, Dad. I'm not better than you, but I choose difference. I choose the universe. I choose love. I choose service. I want to drop this body knowing that I have emptied the body, giving as much as I can. I started this channel with £0. £0. You know what? Thank God. That was the test. Are you willing to give? Or you are waiting for the time? You are waiting. Oh, if people give me like, then I will make more videos. No, it doesn't work like that. The sun doesn't select who to give the heat. Doesn't matter if you have been in jail, if you kill people, if you love, if you work in gardening, the sun will shine. That's life. It gives. So if you want to have a good relationship, if you want to be loved, become love. And you will never be empty of people that will appreciate you, that will want to be with you because you have become love. People want to take from you, but the inspiration, the motivation, because motivation comes and it goes. Inspiration lasts. So people want to take from you that, and you are complete. I'm not married, but I'm complete. I'm with the universe. I don't need anything because I already have light. I already have love. I am part of you. I'm not separate. And that makes you attractive. Not physically, spiritually. Physical is transitory. So for me, the importance of the physicality is gratitude. That's the meaning of the body for me. I am grateful to be in this life and express myself as this. That's it. Normal. It allows me to experience this. Now, the meaning for me, spirit. Spirit is life. I'm grateful. Grateful for you to finish this video. Grateful for you to be here. Grateful for you to be as part of me. I wish you all the best. I send you love. Have a wonderful weekend. And of course, I will see you in the next video. Take care.